In this demonstration video, we're going to look at how Clipper handles annotations. To do this, I'm going to go to a project I've created already with 3 clips inside it. So I'm going to open the project, going to go to the project clip list, and here we've got 3 clips from 3 different resources. I've made each clip quite long. You can see each one begins near the beginning. So I've done this to demonstrate using annotations for navigation. I'm going to create my first annotation in this clip by selecting the clip, jumping along the timeline, and I'm going to create an annotation by going down to annotate this moment. I'm going to set the time so it will pick up the time of the timeline. So the annotation is now pinned to this moment on the timeline. I'm going to save it. I'm going to close the annotation editor, and then I'm going to select another point on the timeline. That'll do. Make another annotation. Add my new annotation here. You can see the previous annotation there. I'm going to call this graveyard image. I could add a lot more text here if I wanted to, and the plan is to have a rich text editor as well. I'm going to click save, and you'll see it's picked up the time here automatically. 5 minutes 43 seconds in. We'll close that. And now I'm going to go back into my clip, go to that point. I'm going to open the annotations, and you'll see that I've got the ability to delete an annotation here. If I click on this little eye icon, it will jump to the point in the timeline that the annotation is pinned to. So if I click on this, it jumps forward to the graveyard image. And then if I click on the devil driving, it should show me that point in the timeline. Now, to add an annotation to another clip, I need to select the clip by doing this.
Vegetables. Artichoke.
This is our old vegetable video. I'm going to annotate this now. And you'll see it's still retained the old annotation, so I'm just going to make sure I create a new annotation here. Call this artichoke. Set the time, which is very early in, save it. And then I'm going to leave my annotation editor open, jump ahead in the timeline to this point, and I'm going to create a new annotation. I'm going to call this leak. Set the time, and you'll see it should pick the time up. 2 minutes and 4 seconds. Save my annotation, and I can review my annotations attached to this clip by clicking here. There we are. And if I open the annotations for my video here, I can use it as I did before to jump backwards and forwards on the timeline. So the annotations are pinned to the timeline, and when I click on an annotation, it will take me to that point in the timeline and pause the video, giving the user time to read the annotation before playing the video from that point. Now, another interesting aspect of annotations is using them for publishing. We are looking at adding the function to share an annotation as a separate item, as a sub-item from a clip list. It's not working yet, but if you imagine here we had another button to share the annotation, like this button here for sharing the clip. To demonstrate what this might look like, if I click on this, I'm going to share the entire clip list, create a new tab, and this is what my annotations look like in the clip list. But if I was sharing a single annotation, it would just have the annotation, the information about the clip, and the clip would be lined up and paused at the point of the annotation. So this demonstrates quite a granular ability to share annotations with distinct points on the timeline of a clip from a clip list.